Today I'm working in Illustrator, and I want to show you how to use a combination of Shape Builder, Pathfinder, and imagery to work on something. I'm going to make this small, so I'm just making a 5" by 5" image. So here we go. And I'm going to come over, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Type tool, and I'm not going to click and drag. Don't do that. You'll see why in just a second. Instead, take the Type tool and just click once. Don't click and drag. And I'm going to type in the number 5. There it is. And I notice that my default is set to Myriad Pro for my character. I'm going to click on character up here and grab something else just for the heck of it. So I'll grab Kina, whatever that is. So now that's Kina. And now this is the number 5 is Kina. I want to make this a little bit bigger. There we are. All right. Now currently this 5 is a text still. It's not editable as anything but text. And I want to show you the difference. So I'm going to copy this and show you what happens. If I go back to the first one and go to Object, Expand, and say OK to Object and Fill, here's the fundamental difference. You see how now there's editable anchor points on this one, whereas this one over here is still text. So if I come back and I decide that I want to change this somehow, like maybe make this the number 6, I can do that. Whereas with this one over here, it's no longer font. It's now anchor points. It's a shape, which is what I wanted it to be. So I can edit it like that and funkify it. That actually looks kind of cool. I think I'm going to do that. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, so other things you can do, same deal. Like if I grab a line and better yet, I grab the ellipse tool and I make a circle here, and I decide to give it a stroke of black because I feel like it. Oh, come on. Stroke of black. There we are. No, it's not cooperating with me. Okay. And I give it no fill. And then I decide to make the stroke, I don't know, 16 points. It's still only a stroke, right? It's like a big donut, but it's still editable as a stroke. I can come back and I can change that size. But now if I come in and I go to Object, Expand again, and say OK, now you can see it's no longer a stroke, it's actually a shape. For the Shape Builder tool to work for this stuff, you've got to expand these things. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Take the 6, Object, Expand, and say OK. So that's as simple as that. These are all now shapes. And now I can start to play around with this. So if I grab all of these shapes, that's important. And what the heck, I'll take this one and copy it. Maybe I'll shrink it down a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I'm just playing. I can start to make a positive, negative, balance image. So if I select it all and I go down to Shape Builder, you can see that I have a plus here. And if I hold down the the Option key, I get a minus. Well, why is this important? Well, if I hover over an area, let's say where this is overlapping, and I click, now that's gone. So I can get this really cool, I'm just Option clicking, positive, negative, shape cutout happening here. It's as simple as that. So I could keep adding with this if I wanted to add more numbers or more shapes or whatever. Like if I wanted to, say for example, add a square here. Why, I have no idea. I'm just doing that. And I decide to give it no fill, but I'm going to give it a stroke of black. Come on. Stroke of black. Okay, there we are. Make this kind of thick. 10 points is nice and good. Object, expand. Okay, I can add that to this. So I can come over here, and as long as this area is selected. So if I take this and select both of these, and then again, go back to the Shape Builder tool. So that's Shift-N, by the way, if you want to just do that quickly. And then Option, I can delete things out. So all of a sudden, I have this really kind of interesting positive, negative space design made using letters and numbers.